I'm Junie Swadron, and I welcome you right here, right now. I want to talk to you about resiliency in the world, resiliency for ourselves, resiliency in the workplace. And what does that mean? It means coming back to the parts of us that know who we are, that can bounce back no matter what's going on the outside. We have been seeing probably the worst time in recorded history across the entire globe through the pandemic that started 2.5 years ago in 2020. So many people who have been laid off, jobs, careers, businesses closed down. We've seen people shut down everywhere, shut down, die from COVID-19, countless numbers on stress leave because of it, or die perhaps from other means, but not being able to be seen in hospitals because there just have not been enough beds or doctors or staff to handle the amount of people with COVID. And oh gosh, I can go on and on. Every walk of life, first responders, teachers, the amount of demand on teachers and students who've had to get used to being isolated, working from home, learning how to do their lessons online. The same for all the employees that were going to work and employers that were going to a workspace. And now in that culture, everything has changed. And there's no new normal yet. Many people over the 2.5 years who were going to work every day are choosing not to go back. They've been asking the question that the whole world is asking. So what really matters? What matters? What are my greatest values? How do I want to show up in the world? How do I want to find meaning and create? What's deep in my heart? So a lot of people are choosing to do different things or go back to work, but in a brand new way. And employers all over, companies, social service industries, everything, are kind of floundering, looking for ways to bring in employees that is going to be a win-win all around. And so I'll tell you a little about me and my career. I have been a psychotherapist for over 30 years and a mental health worker. And I've been helping, and I've been a huge advocate for mental health. And never before have we seen the breakdown of society through the amount of stress of uncertainty. So many people are falling through the cracks because they just don't know how to cope. And I've been watching it, and in my practice, I've been a first responder to many of these people. And before this, before COVID hit, I was seeing people in person. Of course, I also am a writer and a writing coach, and I help writers become authors, whether it's seniors who are writing memoirs or entrepreneurs who are talking about themselves and why they're so excited about what they do, and they put it in a book to help others. So I'm now changing tracks because I see the need. I see the absolute need for me to come and offer customized programs designed to create employee well-being, resilience, sustainability, and retention in the workplace. It's my new calling. It doesn't mean that I'm going to lose my passion for what I've been doing, because even when I help people write books, it's a way in which they can work through triggers of whatever comes up while writing their books. And I help them to move through those times and those places. so that they can write a book about their own inner journey and their heart and feel so proud of it at the end because they are empowered. So I want to empower you. I want to empower you, your company, how we can bring the culture of your company back to joy and creativity and to a place where people are really happy doing what they're doing and really happy in the culture of the workplace. And it takes radical self-care. It takes looking after ourselves and one another. It's a new way of being in a team so that the team comes together and can trust one another. And it means that the CEOs and the leadership teams of the structure of the company work together to find these win-win solutions to whatever those particular concerns are, both as the employer and the employee. I help you do that. I've had great results already with the people I've been helping. And I work with boundaries. I work with, that's a big one. Everybody is so driven that we don't know when to just kick back. And if the employers of the company are not kicking back, well, even if you're encouraging your employees to do that and to, take the paid vacation, take the breaks, even if you're offering people to come in and work with staggered hours and work when it's, the most convenient for them during the day or the most resilient for them when they're really in their power. If the corporation, the people that are running it are working 24/7, well, they have to model a new way. My passion right now is to work with the teams, the companies, no matter what it is. If it's the travel hospitality industry, if it's teachers in the schools, if it's corporations, if it's doctors, whatever it is, it doesn't matter to me, because the tools that we are going to use to help come back to our center. It's impossible to believe or to think that we are not bringing whatever's going on at home, whatever stressors are going on at home, not into the workplace. Of course we are. And we're going to bring the stressors from the workplace back at home. So we need to be able to use the tools that I will teach to be able to create healthy boundaries and healthy ways so that are implemented every day, your own daily wellness maintenance plans to put in place. It's become non-negotiable. So to really look after ourselves, because when we fill ourselves up from inside out, when we put on our own oxygen mask first, when we fill that well, we can come to wherever we are, either at work or at home, and someone will say, would you mind doing such and such? And we'll say, sure, of course, how can I help you? Because we're coming from a full place, as opposed to coming from a place when someone says, will you do this or that? And if we're empty inside, we're going to feel like we're doing it because we have to, because we're guilt laden, or we're not in a place of fullness. We're in a place of needing to, having to, and it becomes resentful after a while. And we become less patient with ourselves and each other. And we all know what's going on. Okay. So we need to stop being seduced by whatever's out there, come back to our own reasoning and our own ways of being who we are, who we really, really are. And we all deserve a beautiful life, a good life, a healthy life for ourselves, our families, our workplace, everybody. We need to be that light in the world right now. So we've all had losses. I'm offering a way to recover from a time where we really are in such uncertainty. So let's be certain what we want, and let me help you to navigate those waters. Just read what I have written on my website. It's just called junieswadron.com corporate. And make an appointment on my calendar there to talk to me. There's no obligation, but let me hear from you. Let's identify the challenges and the inherent concerns that you as an employer have. Let's see how we can find the solutions. I'm here for you. Thank you.